I like extremes, and certainly the universe is as extreme as you can get.
Astronomy professor Karen Hunt Hackney studies the stars, watching the light of the past arrive in the present.
Wow.
Now she sees the light her father, Granville Hunt, captured on films in the 1930s and 40s. Arrive in the present with images of history and this forgotten filmmaker's sense of humor.
There's a shot where your mom and dad, they go and they get on the plane. Your dad waves like he's a celebrity.
Yeah, like Raymond Massey waved when he got off the plane. My father, everybody liked him. He never met a person who wasn't his friend.
Granville Hunt made history. He marked the Appalachian Trail in the Smokies, became one of the first newspaper photographers in Knoxville, and made the maps for TVA that helped win the Second World War.
I know journalists like to say that they don't want to be the story. Reporting, photographing, videoing history, and when history comes, then they are going to be part of it. I want people to know how much he cared about his work.
Cancer of the esophagus killed Granville Hunt at the age of 54. He's buried beside his wife and her parents, just a few miles from the historic family farm where he shot this footage in the 1930s. And just a few miles from the old shed and a backyard in Sweetwater.
I'm amazed.
Where Monty Barger stored this box of film he never even watched for 46 years.
And would not have dreamed that this film would have turned out like this. The quality and some of the pictures of Knoxville. The Orange Bowl, Robson Mill, the building of the log cabin.
But you basically said that you almost threw this away.
A couple different times. I'd set it over there in a throwaway pile, and by the time we got through, it'd always end up over in the keeper pile.
Barger bought this box of film in the 1970s at a community auction. It says the man who donated it died in 2001. We'll never know the exact path this lost box of film took to Monty Barger, or how they survived the sweltering heat and freezing cold of an outdoor shed.
And it's a miracle, number one, that they were shot, number two, that they survived, and number three, that they were able to make their way into the archive.
Tennessee Archive of Moving Image and Sound, we're part of the Knox County Public Library.
Now Tamis has made digital copies of these home movies, and gave the DVDs to Barger for free.
If you donate the film, we'll give you digital transfers.
Then they preserve the original film in a cold storage vault.
This is where we keep the film that has been archived. We keep it temperature and climate control because that slows down the deterioration process. So it should be good for hundreds of years.
And this footage is timeless.
The detail work Mr. Hunt put into making this film, you just don't see that. Like I say, he was ahead of his time. How I ended up with something like this, I'm just so thankful I didn't throw it away.
When we discover something like this, it really gives us a sense of community.
People should care because it's a view that we would never have seen without his talent.
And I would think that people might enjoy seeing how Knoxville looked, regardless of who took the pictures.
For Karen Hackney, it does matter who shot this. Just like stargazing, her focus is on the future.
My son is so happy to see them. I'm also looking at it through the eyes of my granddaughter Olivia and my grandson Leo. I like to think about the future.
This hunt for history and the story of a talented trailblazer behind the camera gives a generous present from the past to the future.
To be able to preserve that and look back means a lot.
For WBIR 10 News, I'm Jim Athene. Thanks for watching.